What's up guys, Bluddshed here. So yesterday on Diablo Facebook page they had a Necromancer QnA, and even before that there was some information that came out about Necro over this last week or so. A lot of it isn't necessarily new or things we didn't assume already, but I can kind of run down some of the stuff here just to kind of keep everyone on the same page. First of all, we learned that Necromancer can play with anyone. There was a blue post a few days ago and it said, the Necromancer pack does not limit access to any zones or game modes like Reaper of Souls does with Adventure mode. Players who do not purchase the Necromancer pack simply won't have access to creating a Necromancer. They'll be able to play with any other players with the pack as normal. So like if you're running GRs or your friends have Necro, like it's not going to limit you in any way. During the Q&A, they pretty much said they're not ready to release the launch date or the pricing of the Necromancer. So I know those are like the two hot topic questions. So if you played Diablo 2, you'll remember the revive ability for Necromancers, and it is apparently returning to the Diablo 3 Necromancer. They said absolutely, it's a massive undertaking, but it's shaping up well. Apparently this is taking a lot of resources since there's so many different mob variants and things like that, especially in Greater Rifts. They added more and more mob types. So it's coming back, but it's taking them a lot of resources to do so. One of the questions was, will there be aspects of the poison skill tree in Diablo 2 integrated into the Diablo 3 Necro? They said not right now. It does kind of encroach on the Witch Doctor, since the Witch Doctor has a lot of poison skills. I will put a link to the Reddit post that has like a transcript of the video, and I'll post a link to the video down below if you guys want to watch it. Another question, will Iron Maiden be brought forward as a skill? Currently there are no plans to bring Iron Maiden forward. It was decided that it wasn't fun gameplay style and other skills could be used to fill that space. This next question, people ask me on live stream all the time. Bloodshed, how many summons can a Necromancer have? And apparently it's up to the tech team to see how the server performance can handle the amount of skeletons on screen. As of right now, there's no defined number or set number, so that's kind of, I guess, they're kind of up in the air with that. They said golems are coming, but we already knew golems were coming. What type of weapons? They said scythes were a type of weapon. We already knew this stuff though, but it's good to kind of confirm it again, I guess. More transparency is always good within the community. A user asked, will the Necromancer minions be temporary or will they be permanent? They said there'll be a variety of pets, some temporary, some permanent. Skeletal archers and mages will be making an appearance. So this was a question I had was, will the Necromancer start with 4 sets? Because at BlizzCon they said it's launch with 1 or 2 sets and then release the other 2 sets, you know, in the upcoming months, not like at launch, not at the character pack launch. And they said, yes, this is exactly the plan. So they're not confirming that we're going to get 4 sets, but they said that's the plan. Not entirely sure what they will all do yet. So they're still in the process of working out the sets and everything design. I hope it does launch with, you know, all 4 set dungeons, all 4 sets. But I guess 2 is okay. But I mean, we probably want all 4. Maybe they want to do like 2 sets and then release the other 2 at BlizzCon. I don't know how they're going to do that. Decrepify. Apparently Decrepify is coming back. Massive snare and debuffs dealt to enemies. They did show that at BlizzCon though as well. Someone asked, is there a special form for Necromancer? Kind of like how, you know, barbarians have Wrath of the Berserker, wizards have Archon form. And apparently right now they have no plans to do anything like that. They don't want to be pigeonholed into like these big massive you know, cooldowns or whatever, but apparently Army of the Dead is their answer for that. So yeah, they don't want to make it a mandatory requirement that all classes have, you know, some, you know, crazy thing. Another question was, are they damage only or are they decent supports? And they said that they don't design explicit support options, but the Necro does have powerful curses and other things that can help the group out. So it's possible we get a Z Necro one day. It'll support Necromancer. They did mention the goal is to ship Necromancer on console and PC at the same time. Will there be curses? Yes, lots of curses. So yeah, back on set dungeons, they did confirm Necro's getting set dungeons just like every other class. It's just literally like if they're just inserting a class into the game. Oh, another good question was, how do you handle the situation of no corpses on the Rift Guardian or something like that? And they said that there'll be ways to make this work. So that's kind of cool. That was one of my concerns. So that was just some of the questions that they covered in the Q&A. Again, I'll put both of them down in the description below. That way you guys can check them out for yourself. I just wanted to cover some of the hot points over this week. Kind of keep you guys up to date as I do. In my opinion, it looks like the Necromancer is coming along beautifully. I love the transparency, even if most of the stuff we already knew or assumed. We learned from BlizzCon. I just like to see this kind of stuff. It just kind of makes you feel part of the process. And like a lot of Kickstarter games or indie games do this, and it just you feel more connected to the process. My only concern is that they did say that they're spending lots of time on this revive ability, and I mean, I don't really, personally, maybe a lot of people like this skill, but I mean, revive, I don't really want to run around with a bunch of like dead scarabs. I'd rather them focus their time and make Army of the Dead just completely amazing, and Corpse Explosion completely amazing, Bone Spear. Like, these abilities look really fun. Like, they're the kind of money makers of the build, in my humble opinion. Explicitly said, like, they're spending lots of resources on revive. So I don't know, man. I would just say I don't think that that's effective use, but I mean, what do I know, right? I'm just a little baby blood. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching the video. Thanks for always being supportive, man. That's gonna be all for me today. Again, everything will be down below. Big shout out to my patrons out there, and we do exclusive content for the patrons. We do like unboxing. I'm gonna start doing my unboxing videos over there. I stopped doing them on the main channel. I don't know, I get mixed reactions. And monthly podcast, just kind of recapping the month in Diablo. Big shout out to the Twitch subs out there, bros. This is the Bloodshed. And I'm out of here. Peace.